James Gunn, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy that made us cry over a talking raccoon. When you hear the name James Gunn, you probably think of the Guardians trilogy, the good Suicide Squad movie, and a spin-off Peacemaker. Now, if his resume wasn't already stacked with bangers, he's the director of the upcoming superhero movie no one has ever heard of. What's even crazier is that while he's busy with Superman, he's also working on Peacemaker Season 2 and the animated series I'll be gushing about today, Creature Commandos. Honestly, this guy is like a machine, hopping on projects faster than I can hit next episode on a binge watch. But what I notice in all of his works is that the guy genuinely loves comics. He lives for these stories and characters. There's no point in his works where the writing feels lazy, like he's just doing this for the paycheck and paying bills. No, he cares about it so much, and that love and care shines brighter than ever in Creature Commandos. This animated series is the first entry to DCU's first chapter, Gods and Monsters, and yeah, it really gave us the monsters I guess. I was surprised they didn't kick things off with Superman. I mean, it's Superman, but instead what we got is this pure chaos in animation form. No red trunks, no kryptonite. Well, technically Superman is their first big screen project, and Creature Commandos is more like a soft launch for the DCU. But let me tell you something, soft launch is probably the wrong word for this show, because the moment it starts, it immediately throws you into the thick of it. From the screen. Here's your wild mission, here are the stakes, here are the weirdos you'll be stuck with for your wild mission. Now go fuck yourself. I know what you might be thinking. Wait a minute. This just the Suicide Squad. Well, yeah, let's be real. James Gunn is really good at dealing with ensemble cast. He's the master at taking these lesser known characters, putting them in a group and turning them into characters you would die for. So going into Creature Commandos, I had no doubt he would smash it. What I was worried about though, was that it will feel too similar to the Suicide Squad. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it unfortunately did. I do think the show's biggest downside is its lack of innovation. It doesn't feel like it's breaking new ground, and I definitely feel like it's a reskin of the Suicide Squad. The concept alone, the tone, the humor, the violence, is all familiar territory. But for all the ways Creature Commandos feels like it's treading old water, it makes up for it with a stronger strength. Characters. There are 7 20 minutes episodes, and each one has a character as its main focus. We get backstories, ones that actually make you care about them. As a result, they all become much more memorable and likable, and you just end up want to root for them. The Bride's episode is great. It adds depth to her character while strengthening her relationship with Nina. The iRobot's backstory is my personal favorite. It made him my favorite member of the crew. He's awesome. Weasel's one was Sag. I didn't know we were getting Pain this early. Frankenstein's story was my least favorite, but it's still entertaining since the episode showcases his and Rick Flack's dynamic really well. Dr. Phosphorus' backstory is cruel, but it succeeded in making him the character I care about the most. And finally, Nina's story, which is the last episode. This one was also cruel. I was surprised by how the show handled Nina at the end. The pacing of the show is pretty fast and tight, but somehow it manages to juggle everything, introducing its characters, giving them meaningful backstories whilst progressing the plot, and setting up the world for the upcoming DCU. It is packed with Easter eggs, cameos, and subtle hints of what's coming next in the universe, which adds another layer of excitement for fans paying close attention. What elevates all of this even further is the show's incredible presentation. The art style is surprisingly very good, with consistent animation throughout. The soundtracks are energetic, it matches the high-octane vibe of the show, plus the voice acting is great, bringing these oddballs to life. Is Creature Commandos worth watching? Absolutely. While it may not reinvent the wheel, it's a fun ride that showcases James Gunn's mastery of ensemble cast, fast-paced storytelling, and heartfelt character moments, all of which are perfectly balanced to keep you engaged from start to finish. For now, Creature Commandos is proof that sometimes you don't need to reinvent the formula, you just need to execute it with love and care, and that's exactly what this show delivers.